Welcome back to my channel, guys. Time for another manga volume review from Yen Press. Welcome once again, guys. If you know Trinity Seven, then maybe you've heard of Trinity Seven revision. Maybe you have not. I know in the community, people were excited about Trinity revision. It's finally out. Volume 1's out, so please go buy it. Do support Yen Press, who kindly sent me a copy for me to review for you guys. So just throwing that out there. Great company, yenpress.com. A lot of stuff they release per month. Make sure you do keep supporting them because they are definitely doing good things, and this is a good result of those good things. Now, before I give my review, a few things about the story itself. Yes, it is in the same universe of Trinity Seven. How does it connect to Trinity Seven? I still couldn't figure it out. I'm going to be completely honest. I looked up some stuff online, and you know, the stuff that I knew already is what I found. It is a spin-off from Trinity Seven. It is in the same universe, but because it's never been translated here in the US, there's not a lot of information out there yet. So if you do know more about it, if you've seen the translation, read the translation, let me know. I know there is other spin-offs as well in the same universe, so I don't know if it's just the same concept, just different stories, or if they all connect at the end of the day. So please do let me know if you know how they do connect in the comment section. And yeah, before anything else, comment, like, and share, because it does help the video. It also helps the company you know, grow itself, as well as my channel grow. So if you haven't done so at this point, make sure you do subscribe and check out my other videos that I have here. Quite a bit of reviews on mangas, animes, and you know it, I'm adding light novels and live actions as well. So I'm doing almost anything that's otaku related. Okay, Trinity Seven revision. First of all, I love how these look. They're definitely in the mature side. It does have the mature content, but they're not always, like, you know, in your face, so it looks good in your collection. I just appreciate that. Trinity Seven is actually you know, one of the animes that I saw when I was younger. I remember liking it. I remember rewatching it as an adult, and there's obvious the fan service is what changes, I think, as an anime viewer. I think a lot of people that are in my age, I know a lot of people that are here on YouTube that review stuff like me that are around my age that have come with the same consensus of the fan service hits different as an adult, and this one for sure did hit different, and I will talk about it in a minute. But the story itself follows Orinka, a new transfer student, who is this girl right here. She transfers into the school. She's pretty, and we meet our protagonist there as well, Mitsunari, and he immediately falls in love with her, right? In fact, he says it's love at first sight, and the whole beginning of the story is him confessing his love to her, and then all of a sudden there is this weird beast, and she's attacking it, she's killing it, and then he gets killed. But was it all a dream? Well, we don't know, or at least he doesn't know. He then wakes up, and what seemed to be a dream is seeming not to be so much a dream, because the girl's now his girlfriend. So he did confess, but when did he get the answer, right? So all these things are happening. I think it's great as a as like a trope that we get, you know, the whole, is it a dream or not? Is he being controlled? Because we do at one point see him, that same person, go and kill a teacher. He becomes a monster and kill a teacher. Then you question, like, wait, wasn't he human? Why did he kill? So there's a lot of questions, and they obviously all are answered in that first chapter. It ends up being that the monster who did kill him is shapeshifter. It takes the form of the person that kills last, and it uses that form to basically get more victims. He actually died and was revived by our girl Rinka with a grimoire. So now he is kind of forced to be a mage, basically. Now they're looking for this monster, and he immediately remembers that his sister is by herself at home. So he runs back, and yeah, she's the one being attacked. So he ends up having a fight with this guy. He's like brand new. His grimoire ends up helping him, and grimoire ends up being he calls himself multiple times legendary, which makes you like question yourself: are you actually legendary grimoire, or are you just, you know, a wannabe? But he is, and the reason I say that is because the second half of the volume is other mages trying to chase him down and kill him because he's part of the grimoire, and they believe the grimoire is the cause of all the missing people and deaths and all that going in the city, which later on we find out that's not him. It's another monster that's in the city, right? But nonetheless, he does battle this monster and ends up winning, and shows that, you know, he can be an OP character without having any training, which kind of, you know, it's a typical type of story. I like it. It has a lot of good things. The fan service is the only turnoff. And again, I'm coming from a seasoned reader. I've been reading manga since I was probably 15 or 16 years old. I remember enjoying some of this stuff when I was younger, but now as I see it in perspective of a 30-year-old with four kids in my house, it's a very, very much different, because a lot of the fan service, I think in total is only 2 scenes, is from the sister herself, which she's a middle schooler, putting her at 11, 12 years old, and it almost seems like the fan service is just for the sake of fan service. She's attacked while she's in the shower, and it's like she could have just been eating food, right? She could have just been chilling. She was at home cooking food for him, right? She couldn't have been, you know, the whole point was like, oh, she's resting after she cooked, so she was in the shower. Well, she could have been resting in the couch, right? So it seems like they definitely did the fan service because they want to attract a certain crowd, which I understand. I at one point in my life was that crowd, but I also, you know, I do think the story is actually decent, and like I said, the people that probably really like Trinity Seven are going to be people of my age, or maybe younger, but not too much younger, where they see the creepiness of this of that scene. But other than that, if you just scratch that out, it is actually a pretty good series. I think Trinity Seven might have a revival. There is hopes in the community that this means that there's going to be another anime, maybe a spinoff of the original Trinity Seven, but at least another anime coming out. But we'll just have to wait and see. There's also hopes that the other spinoffs are brought to the US and translated as well. So we'll just have to see what Yum Press does. Again, we're thankful to Yum Press because they're bringing stuff that obviously, you know, the community really, really wanted and is enjoying. So I do appreciate that. Go check it out, guys. There is a link in the description below. You guys can buy cheap manga, so check that out. I do appreciate all the love that you show this channel. Go give some love to my channel by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I do want to invite you guys to check out my description below for other places like social media where you guys can follow me. Thank you again, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.